Hey folks, how are you? Welcome to Monday. Kids are back at school today. That must be a big relief for those people doing homeschooling, and we're all on the looking forward to getting back to as normal as we can, or as close to it. Bit of a journey ahead. Now, the subject for today is snake avoidance training. I just wanted to go through a few tips, and it's pretty fresh in my mind because yesterday I was driving to a winery, as you do, on your way back from a weekend away, and we found a tiger snake on the road, and it was quite interesting. He was quite sunning himself. They're coming out now to get a bit of spring sunshine, and we then chatted to the winery owner, and she was quite concerned that her dog was getting a bit too friendly. Now, last year when I interviewed Seth Pywell and Emma from Slithers and Slides, we had a chat about where snakes inhabit and what they do. And also some of the things you can do to make it less likely that your dog is going to get hassled by snakes. So I'm just going to switch over to the website to show you that. The links are on the content, so you can click on there, watch those videos. I'm on the wrong page there. Watch those videos and you might be able to glean a few things for yourself about how to do a little bit of training for snakes to ensure that your dog is going to be not ensure, but make sure that your dog is less likely to give chase and run. Because what happens is a dog comes across a snake. The snake has two choices. They can either run or they can turn and fight. So what they'll do is they'll try and run. The dogs come in and they'll annoy the snake. The snake will turn around and go bang, 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 and then there's a couple of bites. The dog will back away. The snake will then continue on his bit of a run. And then the dog goes, right, well, you can't get away from me that fast, and then he'll chase. And then the snake has no choice. I can't run, so I'm going to have to fight. So he'll turn around and he'll go bang, bang again, and then try and get away. So that's why dogs get into dramas, because they end up with multiple bites. So just be aware of that. It is a chase type of situation. The dog's instinct gets switched on, and off they go for the chase. Now, a couple of things you can do to start with. Remember, snakes are not territorial. They will keep moving. So they'll come through your property. You don't want them to find somewhere nice to hide. So my first tip is probably make sure that you trim down all your trees. Make sure there's nowhere for them to sit and hide, and then they will keep moving. Try and get rid of any food so you don't have like mice and frogs and stuff hanging around that the snake's going to go, well, this is a pretty good thing. I'll just keep zigzagging through this property until I've cleaned it out. In the meantime, the odds of the dog coming across the snake are vastly increased. So when we've interviewed Emma, there is quite a number of things that she has discussed along those lines. Cover up holes, make sure the snake can't get in if that's possible, and also mow tall grass and clean up any areas they're going to live. The next thing to talk about is the avoidance training. Now, I'm not going to give you a lot of advice on this. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Hi, Chloe, good to see you. Avoidance training, okay, what we want to do is teach the dog that anything long and slithery running away or going across the property, we want to back away from. So we do talk about a little bit about snake avoidance training using remote dog training collars. Very effective. We have a few techniques as well, some of our tips that we give our clients with when they do purchase about how to get the best results. And I will say one of the words to remember about snake avoidance training and any sort of aversion training like stock proofing or snake avoidance or don't chase the car, surprise is probably your best friend. You don't want the dog to think, I've got that thing on my neck and therefore I can't do that, and then go home and mum takes it off and go, right, well, I can do what I want because that thing's not there. So there's a few little tips we can give you on there. If you go to the interview that we did with Seth, I'll bring that up on the website, if I can grab that one. Thank you. Then what we do is we talk about, wrong one. So what we do is we talk about the rule of 10 by 10. And if you are planning on doing any sort of snake aversion techniques or snake avoidance training with your dogs, why can't I get that one up? There we go. Okay, that's the interview we did with Seth. Very good information, very, very skilled in his area. He actually does a lot of training with people on snakes. But if you're thinking that you can go to some sort of class where you will have a one-day session with a dog trainer doing some snake avoidance, then think again, because then the dog's going to come home and go, well, I'm not in that location, and the thing I'm looking at the moment is not in a cage, and it's a different color to what I saw there before, and hang on, mum's not here, so that means I can go up to this thing, because the sequence of events is not adding up to trigger the dog's memory that I can't go through that thing. So I would say, and some people might disagree with me, if you just got anything sort of long and slithery and dragged it across the lawn or through the bush and your dog gave chase, you could use a remote trainer to teach them. But Seth goes into a bit more detail about 10 by 10 and what you can use. In my opinion, I don't see a problem with using a rubber snake. I might get disagreements about that, but it's long, it's slithery, it can be a different color as well. So you can use that to teach the dog under those circumstances. If you can get hold of a live snake and do some scent training as well, that's even going to improve your odds. But it's not as simple as a one-day exercise. People I know probably said, look, two dogs walking down a path, both of them have had snake training. One of them's had like the 10 by 10 rule. The other one has just had single day training. And that one goes up to the snake because it's not in the same location, it's not the same color, it's not the same size, and that guy that was with me during the training thing, he's not here, so I can go up. Whereas the other dog goes, hang on, it's about the right size, it's about the right color, it's doing the right motions, and it's going away from me. I better leave that alone, because I've seen this happen before, and every time I go through it, I get the same sort of result. So look, click on those two links below, have a look at those videos. Get in touch if you want to have a chat about how remote dog training collars. I've got a few here. Obviously, we've got more in stock as well. But you want to get something fairly good quality with a good reaction time and nice variable levels as well. Anyway, our number's 1300 the dog, 1300 843 364, and we're going to put this on our new page as well. So keep an eye out for this one and an invitation to a new chat group that we might be starting soon. Okay, over and out, back to it, and we will chat to you again soon. Bye.